first guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actor. Beginning Friday, you can see him in the film Hairspray. Please welcome Christopher Walken. Very nice to see you.
See you.
Thanks so much for being here. You look fantastic as always.
Thank you.
Yeah. You, it's about how it looks. I just saw it, I think just yesterday I saw a picture for the first time in this movie, Hairspray. There's a moment, I don't want to give anything away, where you appear in drag. I saw a photo of you in drag. There we have it. Right there.
Whoa.
I think everyone here finds you very attractive. How do you feel when you see yourself that way?
That's not the way I am in most of the movie. That was one day, and I was impersonating my daughter in that.
Right.
But when I look at that, it's amazing how much I see my mother.
You look a lot like your mom.
Really?
Huh? Yeah, yeah. Now, of course, everyone's talking about this. Your co-star, John Travolta, also in drag. He's in drag for the entire film.
Whole thing, yeah. He's my wife.
Plays your wife, yeah. How did you think he looked in the film?
Well, he looked great. The first few weeks we were there, we were rehearsing the dancing and the scenes and everything. And when I saw him, he was in great shape. He was very fit. And I thought, well, if I was playing a big person like that, I'd let it be an excuse to, eat anything I want. And
you wouldn't put on a fat suit. You would just say, I'll be back in 3 weeks. I'll take care of this myself.
Yeah, I'd have a fat suit, but, I could be whatever I wanted underneath.
Yeah.
But
so what would you do to gain all that weight?
Well, I would eat a lot of spaghetti and ice cream and all the things that I like. But when we came to...
Spaghetti and ice cream.
Yeah. Yes. But when we came to do the movie, I understood why he had to be in good shape, because he had this huge costume on, he had to dance, and he had to be, strong to do that.
Right, to carry this, this giant suit around. You mentioned, are those your favorite foods, spaghetti and ice cream? I'm just...
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's... It just sounds like that's what a kid would say, almost. Like, what do you want? Spaghetti and ice cream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I really am only 9.
You're 9? Do you think you're 9 years old?
Yeah, well, I think you're 9, too.
That's shooting high for me. You may be 9. I might be 6.
Maybe 6. But a lot of performers are 9, 6, something like that.
You're saying we're children underneath.
Something like that.
Yeah. Don't you feel that way? You get to go and you get to play all these different parts, and
I think it's true, yeah.
Yeah, and you get to dance, you get to sort of fulfill all these fantasies.
I saw an interview with Jerry Lewis, and he said that he was only 9, and I decided, yeah, that's right, me too.
Right. Do you think? Well, I think that's great. It liberates you.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah. Were you always? You have this reputation. Now, there's a whole generation of young people that think of you as a very funny person. And that, I think, came about... I mean, many people consider you the best Saturday Night Live host ever. You've done that. Seriously. And does that... Have you found that to be true? Have you first of all, have you noticed the impact that show has had for you?
Oh, absolutely. And television, of course, in general, television is bigger than anything else in show business. And I've done 6 Saturday Night Lives. I was in a restaurant in Singapore, and there were people from all over the world in this restaurant. And the guy and his lady sitting next to me at the next table, the guy said to me, Chris, you know what this salad needs? And I said, what? He said, more cowbell. this was on the other side of the world, and
Sure.
and quite a while after I had done that, and it just the power of TV is fantastic.
Yeah. We have so much more to talk about. I'm going to take a quick break. More with Christopher Walken in just a second, so stick around. Sitting here with Christopher Walken. We were just talking, we started continuing our conversation in the break about how you've almost had this whole other career in comedy, which is sort of in a marked contrast to the work you were doing when you first got started in the business. Yeah,
well, when I started in the business, I was in musical theater, and then when I got into the movies, I started. I think that I did Annie Hall, where I was driving off the road into head-on traffic, and then I did The Deer Hunter right after that, and I shot myself in the head.
Yeah.
I think I got a thing going for the, unwholesome stuff.
Yeah.
But Saturday Night Live, I think, has a lot to do with that. I did maybe 6 of them over 10 years, and I got into making comedy movies.
Right. Where you have this I think with a different generation too.
Absolutely.
Probably a whole new
younger people.
Yeah. And now you're of course in this movie Hairspray, and first you get to do dancing, singing, you get to do a lot of the things you really enjoyed doing in this film.
Yes, and also things that I didn't, that I haven't done since I was a kid myself, and they don't make a lot of musical movies now. They're very expensive to make, and I guess they're not sure that who's going to go. And music videos and MTV sort of taken over that a little bit. So to have made a number of musical movies is pretty unusual. Yeah.
Well, we have a clip here from the film. Anything you need to tell us about this? I think you're talking. This is a scene with John Travolta, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, but yes, my wife is mad at me, and I'm.
And get used to that, yeah.
and I'm trying to make nice.
Okay, let's take this clip from Hairspray. I like that move. I've noticed about this before. You're a terrific dancer, but what I've always learned by watching you is so much of it is above the waist. I mean, do you know what I mean? You're doing things with your hands and your body. Is what I'm doing correct, or am I making an ass of myself?
No, that's very perceptive. That's because I was trained as a tap dancer, which really is, kind of, it has to do with the feet.
Me too, actually.
I know that.
People laugh, but I studied tap dancing as a kid because I thought I wanted to be in show business when I was a kid, and I got this idea in my head that you needed to know how to tap dance to be in show business. Okay, here it is.
You do.
Yeah, no one's ever asked me. It's like it's never come up.
Well, you see, it worked.
Yeah.
But tap dancing. Well, it happens down here, and so you've got to keep them occupied.
It's like you're a magician. Keep them looking up here, and they won't know what's going on down there. I had one other question for you, which is, the response you get every time you come on this show from people is so heartfelt. I imagine you have fans that are very determined to speak to you when you walk around on the street, or they try and contact you. Is that true? Is that fair to say? You have fans that just are really eager to.
The people are very good with me. And sometimes they write me and they ask me for money.
People ask you for money?
But it's strange. They'll ask me they say, Chris, I need $52,580.27. And here's a schedule of how I'm going to pay you back. And they mean it.
I think people just like you so much they think, Chris Walken, he'll give me the money.
He'll do it.
My band is going to be writing you tomorrow. La Bamba's already writing you a letter. He doesn't know what we're talking about. It's like a cat watching a tennis match. Well, I think a lot of people are going to go Go see this. Hairspray opens this Friday, and Balls of Fury opens August 31st. Very busy.
Well, I'm done. You know, they're opening. They don't need me anymore.
Always a pleasure. Always a real thrill talking to you. Thanks a lot for being here. Christopher Walken. Tim Meadows is coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.